Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve this question together. Now we are given what? The W function of what? E to the power of what? E squared plus 4 plus what? Y titration 2 equals to what? Y titration 2. We are asked to look for the value of y. Now, remember that if you're watching my videos I've told you guys about titration. Titration simply means when a number is raised to the power of itself severally. So our first step, what we're going to do is to remove this number from titration form to what? Exponential what? Form. Okay, look at here, we are having what? This is what? 2. This is what? Y titration what? 2. And y titration 2 simply means what? Y to the power of what? Y. Because titration defines as when a number is raised to the power of itself severally. So we are having y titration 2. That means y is raised to the power of y. So in place of y titration 2, we have what? Y to the power of y. So this is what? The W function of what? Into e to the power of what? E squared plus what? 4, okay, plus y to the power of what? Y. Because we have removed this from titration form to what? Exponential form. And all this equals to what? Y to the power of what? Y. Wow, this is beautiful. Now, let's remove this from here. Our second step, okay, do you know that we are not wrong? If we say let what? Let e raised to the power e squared plus 4 plus y to the power of y equals to what? P. We are not wrong, okay? And y to the power of y equals to what? Q. Now, I want you to understand some properties of Lambert W function. Remember that if you're watching my videos I've told you more about Lambert W function. The Lambert W function you're hearing about today is the product of what? Logarithm. Okay, that means the Lambert W function, okay, is the reverse, okay, is the inverse function of what? The f of s equals to what? S multiplied by e to x is the inverse function of that function. Okay, now what are we going to do here? Remember that the Lambert W function of what? Arrow multiplied by e raised to the power of arrow is equals to what? Arrow, by the definition of what? Lambert what? W function. Okay, now this is amazing. Now, but how are we going to solve this problem? Now let's calm down and pay attention. Okay, now that means you know that the Lambert W function of what? P, okay, is equals to what? Q. Okay, the Lambert W function of P is equals to Q. This means that P is equals to Q multiplied by e raised to the power of what? Q. Beautiful. That means from here, if we take the Lambert W function from here, we're going to have this. Because the Lambert W function of this be equals to what? Remember, the Lambert W function of this will give us Q. Let's see. The Lambert W function of P is equals to the Lambert W function of what? Into Q multiplied by e raised to the power of what? Q. And that means the Lambert W function of what? P is equals to what? Remember, by this definition that the Lambert W function of arrow multiplied by e raised to the power of r is equals to arrow, it means that this is equals to what? Q. That means this and this are the same. Okay, can you see how simple and interesting? It's very simple and interesting. Now, what are we going to do? Now, let's go back to the question. Now, we say let e raised to the power e squared plus 4 plus y to the power y equals to what? P. And y to the power y equals to what? Q. Now, look at the interesting thing we are going to do here. Now, you can see that we are having that the W function of P is equals to this. Wow, look at what we are going to do. Pay clear attention. You can see that P is equals to this. You can see from here. P is equals to Q multiplied by e raised to the power of Q. I will know that P is what? P is what? E raised to the power e squared plus 4 plus y raised to the power y. So in place of this P you are seeing here, are you seeing this P? Are you seeing this P? In place of this P you are seeing here, you can write what? E raised to the power what? E raised to the power what? E squared, okay, E squared plus what? Plus what? Plus 4 plus what? Y to the power what? Y. In place of this P we are seeing, because we say let P equals to this, right? In place of this P equals to, remember this is Q, and Q is what? Q is Y to the power Y. So it's not because y to the power what? Y, okay, multiply by what? And here is e raised to the power of Q. And we are saying that Q is y raised to the power of Y. So multiply by what? Multiply by e what? Raised to the power of what? Y to the power of what? Y. This is amazing. This is procedurous, beautiful, amazing, perfect. Now, what are we going to do? Let's obey one of the properties of indices. Now, this thing you are seeing here, we can obey the properties of indices here. What are we going to do? Do you know that this, by obeying the law of indices, we can write this as e raised to the power what? E squared, okay, plus 4, okay, multiplied by e raised to the power what? Y to the power of what? Y. Then equals to what? Y to the power what? Y multiplied by e raised to the power what? Y raised to the power what? Y. You can see that the basis here are the same. So if the basis are the same, we can add the exponent and we have exactly what is here. Can you see how simple it is? Very simple and interesting. Now, our second step, what we are going to do next is to divide both sides by what? E to the power of what? Y. E to the power of what? Y. E raised to the power of what? Y to the power of what? Y, because it's common. Also divided by what? E to the power of what? Y to the power of what? Y. Now this we can also add this. We are left with what? E to the power of E square plus what? 4, okay, equals to what? Y to the power of what? Y. Now what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Now from here, let's take link of both sides. Let's take link of both sides. That means link of what? Link E to the power of what? E square, okay, plus 4 is equals to what? Link Y to the power of what? Y. Now let's also obey the properties of logarithm. The exponent here, we are seeing I can go back to multiply the link. So that this is what? Into E square plus 4, okay, link what? Link E is equals to Y multiplied by what? Link what? Y. Remember that natural logarithms are always in what? Base E, okay? So the natural logarithm of E base I know that this is natural logarithm. Remember that logarithm and natural logarithm has similarity, okay? Now equals to what? Equals to Y link what? Link Y. Wow, this is beautiful. I want you to know that E raised to the power of what? Link what? Link A is equals to what? A. And this is one of the properties of logarithm, okay? Now what are we going to do? You know that we are not wrong if we decide to write this Y as E to the power of what? 2 plus what? 4 equals to what? E raised to the power of what? Link what? Link Y multiplied by link what? Link Y. We are not wrong, because in place of this Y, we raise what? E raised to the power of what? Link Y. You can see that if E raised to the power of link Y will give us Y. So that means here will be what? Y back. That means E raised to the power of link A is equals to A. Can you see how simple and interesting it is? Now, what are we going to do here? Here, we're going to take the Lambert W function of both sides. That means the Lambert W function of E to the power of 2 plus 4, okay, is equals to the Lambert. Let me take a space so I have a space. Okay. Now, from here, the Lambert W function of E square plus what? 4 is equals to the Lambert W function of link what? E to the power of link Y, okay, multiplied by link what? Link Y. Now, by obeying these properties, if R is equals to link Y, and you can see that this and this are equal because here is link Y and here is link Y, the outcome is what? It will be link Y. That means link W function of E to the power of 2 plus 4 is equals to what? Link what? Y. Wow, this is beautiful. So let me remove this from here. Okay. Now from there, what are we going to do? Let's raise this by E. That means E to the power of what? The W function of what? Into E square, okay, plus what? Plus 4 is equals to what? E to the power of what? Link what? Link Y. Now, do you know that if you raise this by E, you're not also wrong, because since the bases are the same, we can equate the exponents and do without the base. But we have reason why we are doing this, okay? Now, remember again that E raised to the power of what? Link what? Look at, let me just go back to this. Where is that? E raised to the power of link A is equals to A. That means E raised to the power of link Y will be Y. That means E raised to the power of the W function of what? Into E square plus 4 is equals to what? Y. And this implies that our Y is equals to E raised to the power of what? The W function of what? Into E square plus what? 4. And this is the solution to this particular problem. Can you see how simple and interesting it is? So please, if you find it very interesting, don't hesitate. Do well to like, comment, and so share it with your loved ones or others will learn from it. Please, if you're not subscribed, consider to subscribe to this channel so when another exciting video, you'll be notified. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.